Hello and welcome to Uncommon Starcraft Into the Forge, episode 160. I'm your host, Casey, and today we're going to get a little bit better at Starcraft, and we're going to do that with a guest today. I brought in a friend. He flew in to see me, so we're going to do this episode with him. He's a member of Guns N' Roaches. His name is Atlas, or Andrew. He was brought into the CTL by me. I gave him some light coaching. Like I don't try to be too much of an expert, but I got him started on his path from bronze to silver, and we've seen a lot of improvement. So for today's episode, what we're going to do is we're going to jump into Archon, and I'm actually going to step back out of the screen. I'm just going to hover over him, and you're going to meet him here in a moment. And then a good friend of mine, Brad Grimley, is going to step in, and we're going to do an Archon, and we're just going to let those two go at it, and we're going to sit back and watch this play. So I just want to highlight this real quick before I make my introduction. We're not trying to win. We're just trying to focus on the fundamentals, and we're going to just bombard him with don't get supply blocked, why aren't you expanding, and we're going to watch him get stressed out and really hate us here. So everybody likes to take a moment and introduce Andrew. If you'll come and move into the camera screen, you see him breaking over here.
All right, let's get this going.
All right, I'm going to pull this microphone back and excuse the crazy sounds as it...
Oh, that's hilarious. So, the earbuds are green. So the green screen...
It can't even see them. You have invisible strings coming from your ears. So, go ahead and press F7. Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, so you can hear Brad. All right, there you go. So,
Speaking. Hi.
hi, Oh, yeah, let me introduce Bradley. Bradley, say hi.
Hi.
Hi. He's our Diamond Zerg. He's actually Diamond Terran because he's so good he decides to switch races and he doesn't even have to work back up on his MMR. Go Brad.
Lamo. You actually alive?
Yeah, we're live.
It's not saying you are. On my phone, at least.
You're in the chat. Fair enough. That's all right. We're still recording, so that's all that matters. Episode 160. Jesus Christ.
Are you ready?
We're ready.
Getting old. Half a year or something.
Almost. Yep, just moving the microphone closer to you. We're doing this for the first time. This is not a practiced event.
So, Jake,
This might actually take a while. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your build? If you turn and speak into the mic, that might make it easier.
So, for now, at least, my build is roughly just a Marine medevac composition. I really don't build Marauders unless it's a Protoss build. But for the most part, it's just Marine medevac, stim, and combat shield. A good timing attack, roughly by 8 minutes.
So what do you think is your biggest weakness?
My biggest weakness is definitely my macro. So
right, what about?
It's getting supply blocked at home, and when that first push goes out around 8 minutes, and that army gets wiped out, I need to be not supply act, and then have an army behind at home to send back out.
So what I want you to do today, focus on, is I want to see a Reaper fast expand, and I want you to make it on the low ground, in the natural, and I want you to not get supply blocked. Do those two things,
Okay.
and you have successfully completed an episode of Common Starcraft.
So you want a Reaper fast expand?
I want you to make, I want to see a supply depot, a barracks, and then that
Immediately
SCV
Reaper.
that creates the barracks, go down and expand.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
If we can
I don't actually know if we're going to get an Archon again. This is...
get an Archon, yeah, I know, right?
I mean, does it have to be a ladder match?
No, it doesn't have to.
Here, but this is Castle will play against Bradley.
Yeah, and you could just do you, and I'll do
Go-
whatever.
Go to custom.
And we'll watch over the replay or something.
Go to, yep. Good one.
Fields of Death. Sounds terrible.
Terran, Zerg, Infinite, Faster. Yep, we're all good. You ready?
Okay, so I'm just playing Vlad. Or
Just gonna play him,
Playing.
and he's going to play. He's gonna play a little slower, but he's not gonna hold back. I ask that you don't cheese him immediately, just so we can make sure he can work on his fundamentals. But otherwise, don't take it easy on him.
So you want me to actually push him?
I want you to give him a good timing attack. Give him something realistic.
All right.
Move this back. I have no idea how well this sound is. It's gonna keep going.
It's not too bad. I mean, I can do. Oh my god! I have a new follower.
Hey, Chim. Is that Chim? No, I don't even know who that is. Chimera. SE2 Chimera, thanks for following. Very much appreciated. Glad to have you here. I don't know if that's Chim. I think Chim is just Chim.
We'll see. Here we go.
Yeah, sorry, you're gonna have to get used to some new mice and keyboard.
Have fun, buddy.
Good camera key.
Thank you. Whoa, those are your cards.
Hey, focus on your game.
You get a pylon, sir.
Alright, good. So you're gonna make this immediately. Get ready. Alright. You want to make a gas right now. There you go. Now rally that SCV to the mineral patch at the natural. Shift click him and yeah, there you go. The biggest thing about this is getting SCVs on the gas before it finishes, all three. So what people normally do for the timing is they click him onto the mineral patch, and they shift click him back to the middle where you have him now, just because he's not going to be able to build it immediately. Nope, cancel that. Yep, get him there. Build a Reaper. Orbital command. Now when you have 400, now you can do it, which you have 400. Right. There you go. Now the next 100 is going to be the wall. Finish off the wall.
I want a hand.
I'm not quite sure what you're talking, but you do need a supply depot. You're talking about finishing the wall with the reactor? Yes, you can do that. Good. So from here, just keep your money low. I don't care about the build. Money low and no supply blocks. This Reaper, just get information, get out. All right, click the gas. All right, see how much gas is remaining when you click it. You know how long he's been mining it for. Go to the natural. Oh, he's got something on the natural. You're good. All right. Yep. Go ahead and build another barracks too. All right, you got a lot of money. Think about what you could be spending it on. Good. All right, build buildings. Go ahead and put down 2 more Rexes. Just get your money spent. Good. All right. Now, what's the most important thing about this game? What are you trying to do? Yep, what were the two things I wanted? Okay, and? Supply, supply, supply. Good, good, good. Make sure you get the third landed and more supply depots. I'd also poke back in with that Reaper and see what he's doing. In fact, if you just suicide into his main base, or his natural then his main, you'll get all the information you need. I also think you meant to siege that tank and transfer workers over to your third. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Be a shame if you were to get supply blocked. Good. Good, that's a good place for a wall. Marines, Marines, Marines. Yeah, there you go. You have a lot of money. You could probably make more Marines or more barracks to make more Marines. Good, good. Yep, that's one of the first things you got to pick up is supply blocks are going to happen if you're not ahead of where you think you should be. Go and make some more barracks. Like 4 more barracks. You're really good at hitting the Marine button, so I want you to take full advantage of the more Marine button. You have an army to take care of that, and that'll do pretty good. You just good unit. Actually, a good size muta unit too. Okay. Talk out loud. Why do you think that's a good idea?
It might help with the mutas. My Marines work, but those.
What are Cyclones good at?
There we go. That shit.
Oh, the Phalanx.
That is the power of macro. Get some good damage out. Play this game out so you can no longer learn anything. Good. Good catch of the shadows.
The cyclones.
That's a good question, and I want you to answer that when you're done. But supply,
They work well.
they do. Single target.
I think they're really good.
They're a great unit against one thing.
I already had that one built.
Yep. You can transform it. You can lift it to the 5th base. But it'd be a shame if you got supply blocked. There you go. So three supply is what you wanted to do because you if you hadn't screwed it up, but since you're so far behind, you probably should make another 3 right on top of that. Or had to give you camera hotkeys.
Steam.
How are your upgrades doing?
It's two.
Good. Moving towards 2-2 or on 2-2?
On 2-2.
So you should be... Okay, I see. We'll talk about a few things later, but see if you can get any damage done. See if this can be pushed back. This is a good attack. This is the kind of attack missile turrets. One single missile turret, hell, even 2 missile turrets aren't gonna help. Alright, I like this. I like a couple of those cyclone hits. So one thing to note about mules is they don't mine over top of each other very well. So you want to click a different mineral patch every time you do it. But if you can't hear it, and I don't think you can hear everything, he's not too happy about that.
Lol.
Lulz. All right, hey, I love to eat bananas. Thanks for joining us. Yes, those are all some very good tips. So what we're doing is we're trying to get him to focus on some other basics. So I am holding myself back on a couple of tips because I'd rather him not get supply blocked before we hit on some of those. Those rocks don't stand a chance. All right. Go see what he's got. Do something over in his side of the base. He's been completely unmolested all game. It's a good choice of words. I'm sticking by it.
Sounds so.
Put you back on the staircase.
Do you see this?
My
queen.
No, I don't see anything right now because this camera's...
A random queen in the middle of nowhere.
That's pro.
He's
Yeah.
pushing left side.
I'm watching. Let's see it.
Fucking shit.
You gotta actually...
I know.
Hey, move.
That's good. We got Marine Split Challenge in his future. Well done. you say split your mom challenge?
I did say.
Split your mom challenge, ladies and gentlemen. Mm.
Alright.
Yeah, Cactus. Atlas is right here. I'm not this good at green screen effects, and I don't think he has a green screen in his house. So this back and front. He came over on his flight from Kentucky. Thank you.
Since Turkey.
He is an airport professional. Do you work for an airport?
Oh no! No! I hate those.
See, you let him live past 12 minutes.
What?
You
No!
deserve that.
I totally missed that.
All right, we got to get the move command out of your inventory. Bye, Baines. Bye, Baines. All right.
Really?
Finish him off. Finish him off. Don't toy with him. He's out of things he can learn right now. We got stuff to work on.
Moving with Bailey.
I wanted more ultras.
No, I think you have enough ultras.
Oh god. Oh, that was terrible. Come on. Get it. There it is.
All right, go ahead and hit F6.
F6.
All right, there we go. Hey, ladies and
boy.
gentlemen, that's we're gonna work on this. So what we'll call this
Hey, I won.
we'll call this part one. We'll call it. I'll move this microphone. We'll call this
Part
part one.
Part one. Absolutely.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back and we're gonna work on some things with Atlas. We're probably gonna do it off stream at another time.
Yeah.
We have a Trouble Weekly to get to, but
Yeah, absolutely.
what I want to do is pick apart that. So we'll do part one, part two. I want to look at that replay, and I'm
Yeah.
just gonna make huge and disgusting lists at all the things we don't like,
And that's okay.
and then we're gonna do one of those things at a time, each part. Part
Yeah.
one, part two, part three. You won't be personally the house for each one of these.
Well, yeah. No.
But it's a good start. So what do you think? Does that sound like a plan?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's really good. And one thing that's really good, especially for players that are trying to improve like myself, is to constantly look at your matches. They always tell you anytime you're trying to practice something to look at yourself in the mirror or practice in front of a mirror. And it's really good to watch your matches because then you can pick up on those little things that you did wrong. Like, for example, that one Ultralisk that walked by that I could have totally just completely killed.
He was killing his
I
Ultralisk to free up
completely,
room for more Ultralisks.
I could not A move. So I'm gonna blame it on the keyboard because I'm not used to the spacing. But little things like that, and then obviously bigger things.
Oh well, we're gonna rip
Supply
it apart.
box,
Part
like
two, we're
that's
gonna rip
it.
this replay apart. We're gonna give you a list of things to work on. But aside from that, hey, thanks for watching. I'm gonna call this episode 160 of Into the Forge. We're gonna bring Andrew into this for a bit, and you're gonna see him. Let's say once a week.
Yeah, once a week. That sounds about right. Yeah.
Okay. We'll meet up once a week and we'll tackle this. Aside from that, thanks for watching. Have a great day. And if you're on my stream, go watch the Trouble Weekly in about 20 minutes.
About 20 minutes. Yeah.
Go play some Starcraft. Hit F5.